Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 32nd episode of the hottest wrestling podcast in the game, the West Coast POPCast. I'm Eric, joined by Zach. How you doing, Zach?
I'm thankful to be here.
All right, Knock, how about you?
I'm good, man. Still surviving as your champion. Having a good day.
Yeah. We gave the champ a break for Survivor Series. There's no predictions. We might do a breakdown of it later. We'll see how it plays out.
Yeah.
But what we can say is we can celebrate because while we are recording, Survivor Series is happening, and we've heard that there is a new champion, a top champion, a champion we can all be proud of. The Gobbledygooker is your new 24/7 champion.
It's called good booking, folks.
Can see JR somewhere sneezing like what? Oh man, but let's start things off by talking about what we've seen this week. Did any of you guys see anything that happened on Raw?
Yeah, I caught Raw. I caught it in record time just because like when they set up what's going to happen on Raw, I can't tell if it's the weeks before, or this actual weeks, but I fast forward through it, watched it pretty quick. Let's see. The women's Survivor Series match got shaken up because of injury. So Mia Yim took out Dana Brooke in the back, and those two were replaced, Dana Brooke and Mandy. Just some basic Raw setup for the go-home show. Retribution actually got a win over Team Raw. Jeff and Elias continued feuding. And then when Bliss came out, she has a bit of a remix to her music. And Miz and Bray put on actually a really good match. It's not like match of the year stuff, but it definitely worked character-wise. Miz worked very well with the character of The Fiend in there and put him over very, very well. Actually, really, really good match. And then it ended with Drew McIntyre winning back the belt from Orton.
Yes.
As we all predicted.
Yeah.
It had to happen.
It needed to happen. Yeah, exactly.
Or they could just not give him Randy Orton the title in the first place. But
yeah.
Yeah, if you look at his last, 2 or 3 reigns, he's had it for, 2 weeks each? Pointless.
Really? Wow. That's a shame.
Yeah, the Ginger one was very short. The one he lost to Ginger, it was very short.
Gosh.
And then the one before that, I heard.
I can't stand. Okay, so this reign, and I remember when The Miz, I think, won his last IC title. I hated it because when The Miz won it, it was just to pad his stats so they could overtake Jericho at some point. Mm-hmm. And now I don't want to hear the whole Orton's close to beating Ric Flair's thing, his record, because that was a cheap title reign. That was dumb.
Yeah, It was. I still say they should have had Orton lose to Drew. That would have been a good win. Or excuse me, Orton lose to Reigns tonight's Survivor Series. That would have been a good stat for Reigns to have. And they should have played this till not the next WrestleMania, but the WrestleMania after that, Drew versus Roman. That is a money match, and I think they're wasting it tonight.
Yeah. I think it's their biggest, only money match I can really see in WWE today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think,
I think this is the 4th or 3rd Survivor Series where the championship has changed hands. The WWE championship specifically has changed hands right before the pay-per-view.
I think it's the 3rd in the last 4 years, if I'm remembering correctly, but I'm old and I can't, so. You are right. Yeah. That is just, I don't know. Have trust in your writers.
Or just don't have writers.
You can do that too.
But that's Raw. Nothing special, just a title change for Survivor Series. Next up, AEW side, we've got, if I remember correctly, so Death Triangle reunites, which I am all for. Give them a 6-man title at some point, or a 3-man title. This is going to lead to, I'm guessing, them versus Kingston, Butcher, and Blade, which I can't see Butcher and Blade and Kingston winning that feud.
No.
I hope not.
No. What else we got? Jon Moxley's mystery attacker when they do the contract signing. Kenny Omega does his big old entrance, comes out in a nice suit from North Carolina, and we see Jon Moxley in the back beaten up again. Another feud. Kind of tired of Jon Moxley getting attacked like every feud, but yeah. What else? What else happened? Do you guys remember?
Top Flight,
how
baby.
About that Hank? Yes.
That's right, Top Flight. God, I love that team.
So this is my first time watching them, and I'm hooked. They were great, man. They meshed well with the Bucks, and for me, being a Bucks fan for so many years, it's weird to see them being the more veteran and slower team So Top Flight is amazing. They're going to do big things.
Yeah.
They are solid, man. The only thing I saw was that they just oversell a few things, like kind of cartoony. Other than that, they are pretty damn flawless.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. The AEW tag team division's got some great seeds in the ground right now.
Stacked.
Yeah.
And I love that they're so young, 19 and 20. We get to watch these guys grow and just become just super veterans. Like these guys are going to be, I don't want to jinx them, but I think they're going to be bigger than the Hardy Boys.
I agree. If they AEW have already signed them, don't let WWE snatch these guys up.
No.
Yeah.
Because they will sabotage them WWE.
Exactly. I forgot to say this, I think it was like last week, whenever TNT, the Devon Sons were a tag team, I hope WWE takes them back. They need work. Unlike these guys.
So before I watched who Top Flight was, I thought Top Flight and TNT, like the names, I confused on who was who, but now it's locked in. Yeah, they need work. Yeah. They've been around for a bit too.
They have. I don't know what it is. Again, they got Team Luther, so I mean, they can't do magic, but
yeah. No, exactly. What do you think about the Hangover Circle?
God.
I actually had fun with it, but I really am excited for Hager and Wardlow.
That's the only thing I liked about that segment, man. That was the most unoriginal thing I've seen on TV in a long time, and it is right up there with Retribution for me of things I didn't like this year.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, but that was so unoriginal.
Not even
sloppily done.
I hated Hornswoggle. I don't know why he was there.
That's like making.
I didn't need to see that.
That's like making fat jokes on a fat person. Like, okay, now you put a smaller person in a diaper. That's like such cheap comedy. I just didn't like any of it.
Yeah. Yeah, some of it you could tell was Jericho's type of humor. It doesn't always hit, but at the very least, we can get excited for Hager and Wardlow.
Yes, those two are going to be good.
Yeah. And then we also have finally Will Hobbs joins Team Taz. Actually, I shouldn't say joins because Chris Jericho got not mad, but in a production meeting, he pointed out how there's two storylines where somebody's trying to join the other team. He's like, don't say the word join for Taz. Say work for or something like that. So Will Hobbs works for Team Taz now.
Okay. Yeah, they telegraphed this one, and they've been doing that a while, but telegraphing some of their stuff. So this wasn't that much of a shock.
Yeah.
It was an odd segment to end on too, because NXT is going to run over, and I didn't think this was a big deal. Like him joining or turning heel wasn't a big deal to me. They could have opened with this.
Yeah.
No, and when we get to NXT, I'll talk about it more. But so they had a pretty strong women's match this week. With Serena and Thunder Rosa and the stuff with Britt Baker getting involved. But when I look at NXT, man, having 3 solid women's matches to their one, and it's not even like their guys. Like, yes, Serena signed, but Thunder Rosa's an NWA person.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. That's what NXT should do every week. Just you have the better women's division. Take advantage of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they're flaunting that.
Exactly.
Shout out to Miro for that one heck of a clothesline, man. He really delivered that. But I'm not digging that storyline.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just I don't know. I think Miro needs. I'm sure he's happy right now, but maybe he should look back and gain a character.
Yeah, he's getting to this level where his stock is where it was when he left WWE.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very quickly. Like that's very quick descent.
Yeah. Did you guys dig the History of Revolution by Director X, that trailer?
It was done well.
Yeah.
So my issue with it was, again, they're worrying about burying WWE when they should just be worrying about the greatness that they already have. And then I'm not a big fan of that style of ad. A lot of pharmaceutical companies and there's a lot of stuff on TV where everyone has like the basic script and everyone reads it and then they just cut it up into the little segments in there. I know each person kind of had their own thing, like Britt Baker, which I dug her thing. I like the Nyla Rose part. But I'm not a fan of that style of commercial. So that was kind of it too. But the trying to bury WWE stuff, I mean, they gotta just worry about themselves.
Yeah. I am not a fan. I don't know how to say this without sounding like a jerk, but ever since Nyla Rose first came to AEW, I've had this small inkling that they've kind of put her on a pedestal of like she's transgender and she's a person of color and she's a big part of our promotion. Like we're very progressive, which good for like that's good. I'm glad they're doing that. But the fact that the ad started out with her saying that, I don't know, it gets me the wrong way. It's like I'm glad you're doing it, but stop showing it off in some way. I don't know how to explain it.
I'll say this. I noticed how progressive NXT is right now this week, and they didn't say anything. If
Yeah.
whatever you look like, and if you see someone who looks like you on NXT, you legitimately could see someone who looks like you as a champ and as a serious athlete. They are doing such a good job with diversity right now in NXT. Um, and it seems like it's being done flawlessly. So I see what you're saying, Eric. And then when I notice this not even being said on NXT, I think that speaks a volume about the difference of companies.
Yeah. Because even if they put the Nyla segment somewhere, like just the fact that it's the first thing that you hear and see, it just kind of ifs me. But I don't know. At least they're doing something. They're doing outside wrestling stuff. So good for them.
Knock, did you like it?
Like you said, I liked how it looked. But I don't really get the point of this, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right. Let's switch over to NXT. I think they had the better show this week.
They did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Knock, you want to go ahead and give us a recap?
Yeah, so that boy Leon Ruff, I think he's getting booked brilliantly. So he has his rematch with Johnny Gargano. They go back and forth, have really good showing. David Priest comes out. He looks at Leon as Johnny Gargano about to win. He pulls Leon Ruff out the ring and says, "Sorry, kid," and punches him in the face. And it's just hilarious, man. And instead of doing that and ending it there, so that would kind of just ruin his title run and bury him.
Mm-hmm.
Later on backstage, Leon Ruff says, I don't need that. And he says, "Sorry, kid," and slaps him back. And they push that thing going. And then they get in the ring and start feuding. So this is a really good storyline from them. Dexter Lumis and Cameron Grimes have a blindfold match, which I'm not a fan of. I think that's just pointless. But they worked it pretty well. It didn't last too long. So that was kind of interesting. See where that storyline goes. Casey Catanzaro, Caden Carter versus Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. Casey, I think Casey the one that got pinned, but Candice hit her stomp move to pick up the victory. Kushida and Arturo Rujas have a good match. They mesh well. Arturo went for a pin, got his leg, tried to tap him out. Kushida reversed it into a nice, cool pin. So it was a good thing. The biggest thing I thought that was really cool, obviously, was the ending with Finn Balor luring out Pat McAfee and his crew as the Undisputed Era returned. But what do you guys think of it? There's some cool stuff in between. Better show for sure.
Yeah, I think I thought this was a fantastic show. Again, everyone had a great showing. I love what they're doing with Leon Ruff. They're giving him a storyline where you're hurting his pride. It's very simple in a good way. It's not like a weird thing. It makes him look like an actual human being who busted his ass to get somewhere without him being "it's my time" and all that crap that we're sick of already. I love what they're doing with Leon Ruff. August Gray with your Saved by the Bell Bundys. Those. All right. Yeah, just like Ripley and Io, man, so fucking solid. Like 5 earrings got ripped out of her ear and she kept going. Like I just everyone on the roster who was on that show, I just applaud because I just love that whole entire show.
Very nice. Yeah, when you guys said that Leon Ruff was being booked perfectly, I watched it way later, and I only saw the match, and I was like, "What? This isn't good." But then after I saw the rest of it, I was like, "Okay, now this is perfect. This is the triple threat. I'm all in for this."
Mm-hmm.
And I think he retains that triple threat.
I think too.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm pretty sure Arturo Ruas was drafted to Raw, but here he is on NXT.
Really?
He was
What are
on
they
the main
doing,
show
man?
being drafted, and now there he is.
Oh my god!
And I just want to
draft.
Wait,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say the reason I could not be like an Uber or Lyft driver is because I would expect Cameron Grimes to get in, and I'd say, "Cameron, where are we going?" And he'd say, "To the moon." He really does believe he's going to the moon. Good for him.
Oh man, yeah,
Oh man, I can't wait for Cameron to get called up. He's gonna be a star.
yeah. He translates well to the audience. Speaking of people getting called up, didn't who was Aaliyah's partner? That girl, Vanessa Bourne. Didn't she get called to SmackDown? Where's she at?
Oh my god, I forgot about
Let's
that.
put a missing persons report out for her. Another cool thing was Tommaso Ciampa confronting Timothy Thatcher. I can't wait for this. This style will blend so well.
Oh yeah, that'll be a great match. It'll be harsh and brutal, but it'll be safe for Ciampa.
Yeah. So NXT they lost in ratings by a lot, but this show was way better.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I don't understand.
It's also weird too because if you look at other statistics, if you look at YouTube hits, social media hits, like I know it's more around the world, but NXT does way better than Dynamite in all those areas. So I have friends with kids now, and they're into wrestling, and a lot of them say their kids watch it on YouTube. They don't even watch it on cable.
Really?
Yeah,
I can see that. A lot of times, sometimes I watch on YouTube also.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah. But let's go with the ratings. You watch AEW on TV and then NXT on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I get that.
The one down part for me, I didn't really like the backstage segment with Regal and Boa. I know it might build something cool, but right now, I'm like, what's going on here?
Like, who is coming? Who is she? It better be a big deal. I mean, they're not building
Right.
up that much.
Yeah.
It need to be for me, but I mean,
Yeah, I get that.
But we all know WarGames is coming, so that's gonna be
WarGames.
Oh man, I'm hyped for it. Who are the women already? We know it's gonna be Candice, Indy,
and
Dakota.
it looks like it's gonna be Candice. Yeah, exactly. And then I don't know who Shotzi's team will be, honestly.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because I can't see Casey and Kaden being ready for that. Maybe,
no.
but I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
I think she might need a little more.
Yeah. Maybe Rhea's last. Maybe that'll be her farewell match. She can be in there.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah.
But men's side's already made up. We already know. Undisputed Era versus the Mac. What do you call them?
The Macafucks.
There you go, Zach. This is a cool pivot for them because I think for sure it was supposed to be Undisputed Era versus Imperium, but that whole travel issues and whatnot. So this is a nice pivot. So it does still work out to have Undisputed Era as the faces with McAfee and all this nonsense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that would have been a good match with Imperium.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Well, all right. Anything else from NXT side?
Not
I think that's it for me.
All right. Well, we head over to SmackDown where we have a rare unicorn. We have a contract signing that did not end in violence.
Yeah.
I'll pass it to one of you guys for the recap. I'll just say I really like the touch of Roman Reigns sitting at the head of the table.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll give him props for that. But,
It's gold.
Did either of you guys watch SmackDown? Or
Yeah.
all right.
It was another really solid show. Street Profits continue to taunt Big E about beating a New Day. So I was wrong about Street Profits. So far, I was so used to WWE calling up the NXT Tag Team Champions too early, like AOP, War Raiders, and them fizzling out. But Street Profits are here to stay. They've carved out a space for themselves, and I'm really proud of them. They had 8-man with the New Day versus Corbin, Sami Zayn, Rude, and Ziggler. Of course, Montez Ford hits that frog splash from above for the win. I skipped the Natalia Tamina match. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know the outcome of that.
You don't have to.
Natty won, and that was it.
Yeah.
It was
Okay,
the build up to get her on the team.
Again, SmackDown provides you with a great show and a bathroom break, so good job on SmackDown for being all around. Carmella continues to attack Sasha Banks. Daniel Bryan returned with a new cut. I don't think it fits it, but I'm not gonna come out another man's cut. He got the win over Jey Uso. And of course, the biggest part of SmackDown, which I loved, was Murphy getting that win over Seth Rollins. There was a point in this match where Seth hit his stomp on Murphy in between the ropes, and Murphy sold that brilliantly. He looked like he was knocked out, but eventually he got the win with his Murphy's Law. Great storyline. Seth deserves a time off. Coming back from that horrid storyline when he was a face to doing this and making it work, I commend Seth, man. Great job, great storyline. And Murphy is the first person outside of that Cedric Alexander, Ricochet, Aleister Black he's here to stay now. He's made himself. Great win. Carry that momentum forward. Let him get a mid-card belt, a tag belt, something, because he's earned it, man.
Hell yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Go ahead, Eric.
Oh, no, I was going to ask you what were your thoughts on that.
He pretty much covered everything how you needed to cover it. It was an entertaining show, but that Roman Drew promo was so good. They let Drew give a really good promo, and I was like, okay, Roman probably won't say anything. And then Roman, man, was that solid. The way he said everything, the way he just sat back in his chair, like all nonchalant, and that was just really, really good. I like this side of Roman so much.
So much, man. This is perfection. He's on another level right now. He's crossed over.
You're the guy they call when I'm busy. Like, damn. You're my favorite number 2.
Yeah.
I love it, man. I love it.
Oh, man.
And Drew's the perfect guy for a type of storyline with Roman to bounce off of that, because the way his character is, man, it's going to be great. I think he's going to go over. I think he's going to get the win.
Okay.
Oh, man, we should have done the predictions, because I said Roman.
I think Roman either way will be okay, but I think Drew's getting the victory in this.
No Miz?
Wow. Oh, yeah.
Right. Ooh.
Well,
I don't think we'll get Miz.
I'll say this, because while we're recording, Miz did win the Battle Royal in the kickoff show.
Oh.
So it may be. Maybe he just takes that momentum straight to the main event.
I'll say
didn't even know there was a Battle Royal, to be honest.
For the night.
You think he's probably done?
Oh, I was going to say, I'll say no, he won't cash in because they just put the spotlight on him, so we're aware of him in our minds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they'll tease it, but
yeah,
maybe that's it.
I think they're really building towards him getting that big singles run, and I'm already not watching, so I guess I shouldn't care. But I'm not looking forward to not watching longer.
Yeah. Man.
But that's it for SmackDown, I believe. We got a few outside shows. Wait, Zach, did you watch NXT UK?
Yes, I did.
Oh, anything good?
The whole thing was good. I'm really digging watching this weekly now. A bloody Joe Coffey beat Sam Gradwell pretty deadly. They won their tag match. The highlight, though, was the main event. It was Piper Niven taking on Kaylee Ray for the NXT women's belt. It was Falls Count Anywhere. It was such a solid match. They weren't doing anything that was like, I don't want to say crazy, but like everything that they did to each other backstage with weapons and stuff, it was normal that you'd expect to see, but it's how they did it that was just so well done. They just sold everything. These two women put on one hell of a show, and Kaylee Ray retained because Gina interfered with the match and cost Piper.
Okay.
But if you don't want to watch the full hour, definitely check that match out, because it was a cool match, and especially for you guys, if you want to take some notes to bring to the ring on how like basic weapons usage.
Right.
It's not crazy shit. It's not diving off like crazy heights or anything. It's just really well done stuff.
That's what NXT UK seems to get right, man. And I want to give Kaylee Ray her props. She's really good. Recently, Sausage said you want to have a dream match with her, and I would love to see that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So is Kaylee Ray the heel in this?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
I could have sworn Piper was a heel, but okay. It's been a while since I've seen her.
Same here. Yeah. But no, she's just a braggadocious heel.
Okay. Oh, cool. All right. Next up, 205 Live. Nothing. Don't watch 205 Live. That's it. Just don't watch it. Next up, Zach, I believe you watched MLW. I read most of the recaps for it. What you got for us there?
Yeah, kind of nice to have another YouTube show that you can just dive into, because again, I don't know the networks that it's on, but this was the MLW restart. Alex Hammerstone had a squash match in the beginning. He'll come back later in the evening. Leo Rush had a package. He is going to go to MLW, and if you are looking for something to do and you were a wrestler, go to MLWradio.net. People like Raven, Blue Meanie, that guy who helped Jack Hager, a WWE, Zeb Coulter, is that his name?
Yep.
Yeah, he's got a radio show on
I forgot
there.
about him.
Everyone's got a radio show on MLW Radio. Let's see here. Myron Reed retained their middleweight belt, and Contra's being set up again, and it's a cool faction. It's like what the Dark Order and Retribution, I think, wish they were. It's actually a really done faction here. They did the Opera Cup reveal. It has people like TJP, Low-Key, a bunch of others, and apparently ACH is still a thing. And Jacob Fatu beat Davey Boy Smith Jr. to retain the heavyweight championship belt, and then Alex Hammerstone came back after that. And there's also another match. Oh, Brian Pillman Jr. lost to Myron Reed, if I didn't say that already. And he comes out to Janet Jackson's Black Cat. They can just use anybody's music. I fucking love it.
Oh, man.
The Brian Pillman match wasn't a shock because he's made it clear that he wants to leave and go to AEW.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and Davey Boy said he might have another run in WWE. So,
really,
yeah.
Why would you go back?
Everyone wants that spotlight. They want to chase that spotlight. You can be fine everywhere else.
Yeah, that's true. I just can't imagine working for that company right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it seemed like a very decent show. Definitely check it out on the YouTube channel just check it out. It's free.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna come back to you, Zach, for Ring of Honor, but real quick, gonna handle 2 concurrent New Japan tournaments going on. But first, Knock, do they usually do 2 tournaments at the same time? Don't they usually split them up? Is it just?
I think sometimes they overlap from what I've seen.
Damn, because it's too damn much to keep up with. But
yeah.
Best of the Super Juniors, real quick. Let's see. I've got the updated standings. I'm not sure if this is A block or B block, but this is not the group that has Leo Rush, ACH, all of them. Hiromu Takahashi stands at 4 points with 2 wins, 1 loss. Robbie Eagles at 4 points. Sho at 4 points. Taiji Ishimori at 4. Raisuke Taguchi at 4. Damn, everyone just got 4. Master Wado at 4. El Desperado at 4. Bushi at 2. I really hope I'm pronouncing this right. Dookie at 0.
All right, man. I don't think that's it. That's not it.
Oh man.
I don't know, man. I've been studying Japanese for the past month, and every part of me is saying that's how he wants it said. And Yuya, you something at 0. My goodness.
Shotzi Blackheart over here.
So, oh God. So follow the Best of Super Juniors if you are a New Japan fan. I'm not sure how the other group is doing because this was the last one that just happened. But like I said, Leo Rush, ACH, TJP, and last Best of Super Juniors winner, I believe, is in that group. So check them out. And on the tag team side, tag team league, we've got Evil and Yujiro Takahashi at 6 points in the lead. Sanada and Shingo Takagi also 6 points. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa 6 points. Great Okan and Jeff Cobb at 6 points. Juice Robinson, David Finley at 4. Taichi and Zack Sabre Jr. at 4. Tomohiro Ishii and Toru Yano at 4. Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi at 4. Bad Luck Fale and Chase Owens at 0. And Hiroshi Tanahashi and Toa Hinare at 0. Lots of tag teams.
Yeah.
But check them out. I think I forgot to say it for Best of Super Juniors, but my money on that one was last year's winner. I can't remember his name, unfortunately. But for the tag team, I'm calling Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa getting this one.
I think so. I saw Tama got a new cut.
Yeah. They need to. I think they've been pushing Evil a lot, so I don't think he's going to win this tag team league. He can't. It's got to go to a real tag team this time.
Yeah.
All right, Zach, back to you for Ring of Honor. What you got for us?
All right, ROH EC3 won by disqualification against Jay Briscoe. In a pure match, Jay Lethal beat LSG. And in the main event, Matt Taven beat Bateman. And out comes... Who's a huge name that you'd expect to just like shock the world?
Oh, is Taker showing up in ROH finally?
Oh, almost. That's close.
Oh, Sting.
No, close again. You guys are good. None other than Mike Bennett.
Oh, man.
The guy's everywhere.
He is. They're building up to their final battle pay-per-view for December 18th. So excited to see Ring of Honor pull that off. And for those who enjoy Mike Bennett's work, I apologize. I just kind of don't.
Yeah, I really wanted to like him more than I do.
But yeah, that was ROH. Again, nice quick hour show. They're still letting you get to know their characters more, which that's a nice thing about this pandemic. And that's a nice thing I want to say about ROH not using people too. It honestly draws you in more to the wrestlers, and kudos to everyone who's had matches in ROH while I've been watching during this pandemic, because you understand that. And you know the camera can pick up things, and you guys are talking to each other perfectly, and you guys in ROH are doing a great job doing that.
Very nice. Highest, that's Zach. I don't think you praised us yet, but you're over here praising ROH. So enjoy that, ROH boys.
My thing is like, where's Marty Skrull, man? I feel like his stock has dropped so much.
I know he tweeted out a picture recently with like a new mask and umbrella. I think Matt Jackson liked it, so we're reaching maybe AEW, because he's not on the Ring of Honor roster page anymore.
Yeah. No, I'm on there right now, and I'm pretty sure he has his backstage stuff taken from him too.
Yeah,
he did nothing with that, man. That was a heck of an opportunity to have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I at this point he needs AEW. Like before, it was like, okay, cool, do what you can, build yourself up outside, but he needs to go there. His stock is plummeting.
Did he? I guess it's kind of hard to tell, but did he do any booking in Ring of Honor that was good or notable?
I don't know, because the pandemic hit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a shame.
And then it was just the pure tag title, or the pure title. So
yeah. So I mean, it's not all his fault, but
right,
he's not benefiting. Nothing's helping him.
It's a shame. He took a chance, and everything just fell apart for him, like, out of his control.
Yeah.
All right. I believe that, unless either of you two, you got any more shows wrestling in the world?
That's all I caught this week.
Same.
All right. Well, that's what we got this week in wrestling. We move over to news and rumors. It should be fast because I couldn't really find any news or rumors. What you guys got?
The reason Mercedes Martinez has not been on TV is not because of creative. It has been because she does have asthma and another illness that is keeping her off TV. Not that she is sick right now, but it's because of COVID. Just playing it safe.
Okay. I get that. I'm very glad to hear that, because as someone who suffers from borderline asthma, I'm always glad to hear wrestlers who somehow manage to wrestle through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think that's all I have.
I just got a few things. Like, I wasn't sure the extent of it, but I know Rhea Ripley just got injured. And I'm just pulling up the list right now because PWI released their first tag team of the year. So just a quick top 10. We had FTR coming in. Kenny Omega and Adam Page got number 2. The Golden Role Models, Bayley and Sasha, got number 3. The North from TNA representing got number 4. Street Profits, Gorillas of Destiny, Lucha Bros, The New Day coming in at 8. Kabuki Warriors at 9. And then Roppongi 3K, or Roppongi Vice sometimes, coming in at number 10, representing New Japan. I thought it was pretty cool to see.
Nice.
So FTR is number 1?
Yeah, FTR got number 1.
I know PWI goes by like some weird year.
Yeah.
Like Hangman and Kenny was consistent.
Yeah, Hangman, they were in the best matches, you know?
Yeah, because was FTR? I want to know when that year starts, because they weren't. I don't know. But
yeah,
cool.
yeah. I see.
I think they were tag champs in the WWE, actually, I think.
Oh, okay.
So I think that might be included also. So both of those combined, that's kind of cool to represent 2 companies, major companies, I should say.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right. I've got a small bit of news. If you haven't been angry yet today, you will be now. It's a small thing, but something that.
What did Nia do now?
Oh, I wish it was about Nia. You guys ever work somewhere and there's someone who works with you, a coworker who gets fired, but this coworker, you know, they're a good worker, they're a good person. There's no reason to escort them out the building when they get fired. It was just let them leave in peace with their dignity. You ever have that situation?
I know where you're going with this, and I think I have a rebuttal.
Zelina Vega
no.
was escorted from the building when she was fired.
Oh my gosh.
That poor, like a 90-pound girl had to be escorted just for doing a Twitch stream.
You can't make this up.
This is what you.
For most companies, that is standard practice.
It is. I know. I just hate it. It's insulting. It's demeaning. I just every time I see it, it makes me feel ick. Like if it's someone crazy, I get it, but someone who is a good person, I don't know.
Yeah,
I have been let go from a couple jobs, and I have been escorted out.
Yeah, but that's all I got. That's how much I have to stretch the news and rumors. I have to put that out there. That's all we got.
Dirt sheet Eric over here, just me.
I'm trying to rile up the masses.
And then Vince was yelling racial shit out the window while she's trying to get in her car.
Oh man. But Zach, you got a game for us, man?
I got a little segment. Yeah, because this is the anniversary, 30 years from The Undertaker to the date. So, I just want to play a little game called I Remember. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It's called Remember Yesterday. I'm old and I can't remember the name of my own games. So I'm just going to take us back here 30 years ago. The year was 1990. I was reading Sports Illustrated for Kids at the time. The hot video games were Mega Man 3, Super Mario Brothers 3. On the charts, you had Vanilla Ice, and on top, you had Mariah Carey with Love Takes Time. The top movies at the box office were Home Alone, Three Men and a Little Lady, Dances with Wolves, Predator 2, and on the night of Survivor Series, on CBS, you had The Flash. On Fox, you had The Simpsons and Jungle Boy's Dad, 90210. On NBC, you had A Different World and Cheers. ABC that night had Father Dowling Mysteries. On the WWF magazine, Ultimate Warrior was on the cover. Gas was $1.34 a gallon. Damn.
Oh man.
Days. It was 1990. They were hyping up the dead man coming, not without saying it was the dead man. I wanted to know who Ted DiBiase's mystery partner was that night, that Thanksgiving night. Relatives would ask me, Zach, how are you doing, Zach? And I'd say Survivor Series. People ask me, Zach, do you want some more mashed potatoes? And I'd say Survivor Series. I was locked into the Survivor Series. I needed to know. 30 years ago, we all know the outcome. So I just want to go down the card and play a little game and see if you guys remember Survivor Series 1990.
Oh boy.
Hopefully it'll get exposed like last week.
All right, I'm going to set up the screen share here.
Gotcha.
Let me know if you guys can see it.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So we're going to run down the card. And for these matches, I want you to tell me the first person eliminated from this match and who the sole survivors were. So for the first match, we have the Texas Tornado Warrior and the Legion of Doom, basically Mr. Perfect, and all three members of Demolition. Who would you say is the first eliminated in this match?
Texas Tornado Warrior.
I'm gonna say Hawk.
The first eliminated was Axe. This was his final appearance in the company.
Oh.
He's eliminated first. Who do you think was the sole survivors? Or survivor, whichever.
Warrior.
Yeah.
That is correct. All right. Next up, Coco Beware, Dusty Rhodes, the Hart Foundation, the Dream Team taking on the $1 Million Team, Ted DiBiase, and Rhythm and Blues with Ted DiBiase's mystery partner. Ted gets in the ring, takes the mic from the ring announcer, and from Death Valley, he gives you The Undertaker. Let's go first. Who do you think was the first eliminated?
I'm gonna say
Go Coco Beware.
Yeah, I agree.
That is it. Coco was.
Yes.
Who do you think the sole survivors were?
Taker or Brett?
Yeah, I agree. Taker and Brett.
So the sole survivors are
Oh,
those who win.
you mean the people who were left
match.
over on the winning side?
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry, they might like the last two for some reason. Taker and DiBiase. Actually, no. Wait. I'm gonna say all four of them. I don't think. For some reason, I think Taker eliminated everyone.
Okay. Knock.
I'm gonna go Taker DiBiase.
Okay, it was just Ted DiBiase.
Mm.
Taker got counted out going after people.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Did they ever explain why this rich man had a mortician just on his payroll?
Because it was the 80s. It all made sense. I'm sorry, it was the 90s. Cusp of the, sorry, 1990. It all made sense in 1990. Bonus question. When The Undertaker was coming to the ring with, what's his name? Brother Love, he finished this line from Roddy Piper. Look at the size of that blank.
Oh my gosh.
Damn, I should know this, but I don't. I guess Behemoth.
Anything, Knock?
I don't got a guess, but
All
I
right.
know I know this.
Look at the size of that ham hock.
That's right. Oh, it's such a Roddy Piper thing too.
Check out them drumsticks, baby. All right. Next up, we have Jimmy Snuka, Jake the Snake, and the Rockers. Their team, the Vipers, versus the Visionaries. We have Paul Roma, Hercules, Warlord. I'm sorry. Yeah, it is Warlord. I thought I said Warlord. And Rick Martel, the model. Who was first eliminated?
This shows how dated I am. I don't know who's who on the Visionaries, so I'm gonna say the guy with the silver mask is out first.
Warlord. Okay. And you?
I was gonna say him too. I was gonna go Warlord.
You know, when you have all these people looking at you, who really now look back at this and who is the one guy who you're like, oh, obviously him?
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. The guy next to Warlord in the suit.
You are not, do not ever play Where's Waldo. Marty Jannetty right there looking at you. Marty Jannetty was first.
What?
Oh,
This was
yeah.
back when Marty was okay.
He was always Marty Jannetty.
okay. Maybe I should have more respect for Marty Jannetty than Marty Jannetty, I guess.
All right. And who are the sole survivors?
Damn. Well, definitely not Marty Jannetty. I'm gonna go maybe Sean and Jake.
Okay, this is the 90s. I don't think Jake was loved enough by Vince still to be a sole survivor, so I'll say Sean.
All of the Visionaries.
Really? A clean
Yeah.
sweep?
Yep. They ran
Wow, they got swept.
Yep. All right. Next up, the Hulkamaniacs. We have Big Boss Man Hogan, Tugboat, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan against the Natural Disasters. You got Barbarian Haku, an intense Dino Bravo, and Earthquake. Who is first eliminated?
Fuck you, Ho.
I'm
You're
gonna
such
go
an
Tugboat.
ego. Your team is named after you.
He loves himself so damn much.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Who do you think?
First one out, Earthquake. Is that Earthquake? Am I
Yeah.
okay? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Tugboat.
Okay. Who both of them formed a team later. No, it was Haku. He was first out.
Oh man,
Damn.
And
Hogan had to be the sole survivor though. I would guess.
there you go. I don't even think I needed to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's the sole surviving Hulk Hogan. Oh, by the way, quick side note. If you want to grab your girl's phone and look at Chris Hemsworth IG, he is hitting those pythons for the role in that movie to play Hulk Hogan. His
Oh
arms are
man,
huge.
Hogan does not deserve a guy
He
like
does not.
Hemsworth playing him.
No, he doesn't.
It should have been Ric Flair. It should have been Flair. Whatever.
All right, next up, the Macho King cuts a promo. Who does he cut a promo on?
Damn. No hint, huh?
No hint. I've mentioned his name twice so far. That's
Oh,
your
boy.
hint.
Roddy Piper.
Nope. Knock.
Oh, that's a good guess.
That would be good.
Fuck. I don't know, man.
Ultimate Warrior.
Ah, God.
All right. After that, we have the Alliance. We got Tito Santana, the Bushwhackers, and Nikolai against the Mercenaries, Sergeant Slaughter's team of Boris Zuka and oh my God, why am I flaking on their names? The other two guys. I cannot remember their name, but I think this is their last appearance too.
Someone in the comments will correct us.
Yeah, kill me.
Yeah, please.
Who was first out?
I want to say one of the two guys. So you guys at home can't see, but for Zach, the one on the right, the baby face.
I'll have the pictures up for everyone to see.
Okay.
I'll have it up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with one of the guys that we don't know. One of them for sure.
Okay, it was Boris.
Mm.
And who was the sole survivors here?
Tito. I'm gonna say just Tito.
Maybe Tito and Volkov.
Yeah, it was just Tito.
Just man.
Arriba. Next up, we had the segment which didn't live up to the hype. It was when the 24/7 champion was born, the Gobbledygooker.
Paid off.
And then we had the two teams square off. You had the heels versus the faces. So who do you think was first eliminated between these two teams? The sole survivor match. And this actually, I wish they would bring back. But again, this was super cool at the time because
That
it
would
didn't
be
have
cool.
all the weekly exposure that you have with guys these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say DiBiase was the first one out.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Warlord. I'm gonna guess him again.
Knock, you get a point.
Yeah. Oh, let's go.
All right. Who were the sole survivors?
Hulk and Warrior.
Yeah, that has to be them. I can't see them. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll leave you with the final shot of the night showing that.
Yeah.
That is the final shot.
That's of course.
Man.
Great
I'm gonna start
pay-per-view.
getting my research in because this is a good game, and I can't get exposed like this.
2 weeks in a row we've been missing these answers.
I promise y'all I know more about wrestling than this.
That is Remember Yesterday. We'll play this again later on with anything, any time.
This is dope, man.
Yeah, just wanted to set up 1990. I loved that time period so much as a kid. That was pretty magical. But there you
Very
go.
nice. All right. Before we head on some more Survivor Series, I'm gonna make a little prediction for you guys. I think you guys are gonna like how Seth Rollins what's what I'm looking for? How he's gonna go away. They've kind of set it up. It's nothing great, it's nothing huge, but it's not bad. It makes sense.
Okay.
But we go on. Knock, you've got a discussion for us.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue with this Survivor Series trend, or Undertaker trend, I should say. So I was just watching Undertaker on the Stone Cold podcast talking about way back when he was first starting up and down the road driving. You need to drive from like Nashville to a neighboring city, like 65 miles away, because the show got canceled. And to drive back, he was in the car with a whole bunch of wrestlers, including the Godfather. So he's driving Godfather's car down the road. It's in the middle of a blizzard snowstorm. He makes it all the way there. Godfather says, it's my car. Let me finish the way home. He doesn't make it 10 feet and he ends up in a ditch. I was just like, what the fuck is going on? But point is, do you guys have any crazy road stories from any of your times?
Crazy road stories. I'll just say, I'll get into a story, but I will say Missouri was the scariest place I ever had to stop and get gas in.
Oh, man.
Damn.
Southern Missouri. That is a place I will not go back to. Otherwise, a crazy road trip. I was in a metal band and we were going to break up, and my whole thing, we were in Wisconsin at the time. So my whole thing was like, I wanted us to play the Whiskey here in LA. But I tried to get us booked, and it's a thing where you have to be on a level of being established to come out there, because if not, they always figure, well, you're going to bail on us. still be a band, or for whatever reasons, we don't book outside of the area, which makes sense. So I flew out here. I observed like traffic on the weekend around the area, and then I bought a trailer for us to play on. So we basically drove all the way out from Wisconsin out to LA and played on the street in front of the whiskey until the cops shut us down. And then the whiskey took notice and they let us play there later that summer, and it was pretty damn awesome.
That's dope. Yeah. Zach breaking the heat.
Yeah.
If you want to see it, it's on YouTube. Just look up. I know this is an awful band name, but Trials of Innocence. You can watch us play. We're singing Judas Priest's "Breaking the Law" and some other stuff on there, so you can watch us play there when the cops show up.
Check it out.
Oh man. I'll say mine real quick before Eric, if you're thinking. I've realized I've driven on the road a lot, but one of them was recently. I'll go last year. Me and my girlfriend were driving down to San Diego for her birthday. Driving the whole way, no issues really. Just had some crazy ass drivers, and when we get towards San Diego, we see like 3 or 4 jets just flying right in front of us. You can hear like zoom, zoom, zoom. You hear like freaking lasers. Like, what the hell is going on? And we have a dash cam, so we catch it on camera. And like, I guess they were having a jet show down there at the base. San Diego has a base down there, military base. And I just thought that was insane, man. And it was beyond me to see that so close.
Damn, that's just pretty cool. All right, so this is my first year in LA, and I'm just driving around, and my friend, we call him Fat Smoke. He calls me, and he's like, "Hey man, I need your help. I need you to follow this train." So we follow the train. I lose it, and all he says to me is, "All you had to do was follow the train."
Which Grand Theft Auto is this?
San Andreas, because that is the only place I get my road trips from.
Oh man. Oh, when we start this career, man, we'll have some more. Exactly. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, be going, man.
I was like, who's gonna catch on first?
Well, yeah. Good stuff from y'all. That's pretty cool stuff. And Eric, man, trying to play me. But another one I had for you guys this week. I got 4 options for you. Which is the better career or career you would choose? So first one up, no world titles, but you were nominated for Match of the Year 5 times. You're always ranked in the top 10. Number 2, you're like a 20-time world champ. You're the face of the company, but no one remembers a single match you were in.
Damn.
5-time IC champ, 2-time US champ. You have 1 world title reign, and you're ranked, top 25 usually, but nothing better than that. Or 4th option, you're the king of the indies. You wrestled everywhere. You're universally respected, but you never made it in the big leagues, and you just train about a whole bunch of people.
Those last 2 are kind of what I would consider dreams.
Yeah.
Because on one hand, you got the variety. Like, you're doing everything if you have all those title reigns.
Exactly.
But the indies, I'm going to say the indies one, where you go everywhere. Because I just, like I said, I can't consider working for WWE right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd almost choose that one. I just see a lot of people go through and show up on like ROH here and there that I don't know. There's just one older guy, I can't remember.
Tyler Bateman?
No, he's like old. Like I don't.
Not the guy who won the world title, not PCO, or what's his name?
Yeah, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, him. So I watched his story on ROH because they did a whole thing, back when this pandemic started, they did a whole like 20-minute segment, they did the full hour focusing on people.
Right.
And his story is just like, I admire him for that, but I wouldn't want that to be my life.
Yeah.
I think if you're smart enough and like, that that's the route that you want to take, that last choice there, I think then it's going to be healthy for you. But I think if you keep wanting to be like the main guy, I think that's when you turn into him or like the wrestler.
Yeah.
So if you're smart and you know that the life experience is worth more than a championship or working for a big company, then I think that is the best choice out of all of them. But for me, I'll say A, because like if I was ever a wrestler, I would never want a belt.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like part of me wants to choose A because of that reason. Like I'd rather have be the memorable matches. People remember me for like my matches.
Mm-hmm.
And but the thing about the other one, like being able to travel the world, man, that's cool stuff.
Yeah.
But for me, I think I'd pick C to have the more well-rounded thing and have people like say, oh, he was top 20, but people like put me up ahead. People like, oh yeah, he was better than that. You know, he should have been better, or like he should have, whatever. I think that's
Right.
interesting. Okay. And then the last one I have for you guys was like so parodies in wrestling. How do you feel about parodies? Like, you know, we see the BWO for NWO, and you see a lot of people trying to take if someone's doing something cool, everyone starts to do it. Like whether it's the Canadian Destroyer now, whether it's a move or a style like the Bullet Club, everyone trying to do that style, NWO style, stuff like that. Do you like parodies? Does it work for you? Does it fit? What do you think about that stuff?
LWO didn't work for me. BWO didn't work for me. This Vegas Hangover knockoff thing didn't work for me. I'm not for it because people try to get the exact same feeling that from the original, and it never works. And then when you get someone's weird idea of what it should be, it doesn't come through because everything makes sense in your head. If you're a writer or whatever, it all makes sense in your head. All the bits and pieces of the story make sense, but you may forget to put some of that on screen, and then it just gets kind of lost. I don't really like it. I like original stuff, and the Vegas thing was, to me, again, why I support doing original stuff.
Yeah. How about you, Eric?
Yeah, I agree. I think I don't know. I feel like some people, like sometimes wrestlers parody too much. I'm cool with like a little wink towards something, but
yeah. But I like that Bucks FTR match. You know, they were doing some of the moves, but like it wasn't like, you know, nothing crazy.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like
That's
this whole. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll let you go first. Mine's a little long-winded.
Okay, I was just gonna say, like again, the whole winter's coming thing for the December Dynamite. Like, it's kind of done. It's gone, and like most people who watch the finale don't really want to. That's not going to be a big sell for people.
Right.
Exactly.
The Game of Thrones thing. So again, now like you're dating yourself to something that the payoff wasn't even a good payoff. So
yeah.
I
asked it because I teetered the fence a little bit because like you know when you wink at it like Eric said, okay. I've seen some interpretations of it, like, you know, Shark Boy doing Stone Cold stuff, a few things like that where some people do it but they make it their own. If you're gonna do it and then make it a comedy like the BWO stuff, I hate that stuff. Like I'm not into it though. I'm not gonna pay attention. Or you see some of the stuff in the indies where like people are just doing a whole bunch of choke slams and like stunners and trying to, like, I'm not gonna watch that. It doesn't look good. The reason those work is because it looks impactful and it's from like the person doing it, you know. I'm trying to think of instances where it does work, but what were you gonna say, Eric?
I think you might have turned me then because there's a PWG match where it's Adam Cole, the Bucks, I think Ciampa, I'm not sure, but it's a whole bunch of people in PWG just doing RKOs on each other.
That's my other thing too. So they do it and it works sometimes. Like the Bucks go on the super kick party. So I don't know. That's why I ask questions. Like I teeter defense a bit, you know. It really depends. But I don't think you should like openly go for that and like that's the only thing you're about, you know. I don't know.
I feel like
in a while was cool.
Yeah. No, you're right. I feel like in some of these instances, if you're a parent, you should take note because like when the BWO started coming out, that's when the NWO should have been like, all right, I'm not doing it. So like, if your kid thinks like this heavy music is like cool and you don't want them to listen to it because they're too young, you start listening to it and they'll be like, yeah, I don't like this music anymore. I'm just going to stop
Yeah.
That's a good discussion point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's what I brought. In the comments, let us know what you think, man. Because for the most part, I think it's a bad idea, but you know, it can teeter the fence a little bit. So yeah, let us know.
And it does teeter the fence too, because we're talking about restructuring how wrestling is with unions and everything else. When you look at a lot of these things, these are things that are written and done by people who don't normally write. So especially when they fall apart and they're not really that good, that's my defense for having writers. So the Vegas thing, if you liked it, that's fine. It wasn't my cup of tea. I don't drink tea anyways. You can tell that was written by people who are not comedy writers. It was by people who just had an idea of what they wanted to do, which in some cases it totally works. I think it totally works when like Britt Baker does stuff.
Right.
But again, you can get lost in your own head if you're not a writer or have a writer by your side kind of guiding you story points.
Yeah, that's a hell of a point, actually. Like the other one I saw, like back when Daniel Bryan got hot with the beard, the yes chance, TNA tried to copy it with Eric Young, gave him a beard, gave him the world title. He won the title like same exact way, but like I was just like, this doesn't work, man. It's the same thing he's doing, and it feels less impactful because you're in a smaller crowd and stuff. It doesn't work.
No, he was the version that your parents got for Christmas. Like, I want Daniel Bryan. Okay. Well, this one was in the mid aisle with advent calendars at Aldi's, so you get this one.
Exactly, and it didn't work till he came into his own. That's when his character fully fleshed. Mm-hmm. Even Brody Lee a little bit doing that. Vince McMahon. Some people might have liked it, but some people thought, it just didn't work.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of instances you can look at, but that was my discussions for this week.
Nice.
Very nice. All right. Well, in lieu of a predictions contest, just to get some interaction going, I thought three of us could pick a Survivor Series team, make your own custom one from AEW and WWE people alike. You in the comments can go ahead and let us know which team you think is the best, just for the hell of it, before we get to promo school.
Okay, I dig this.
So I'll go ahead and toss it to you first, Knock, just for the hell of it. You can pick any guy you want. WWE, AEW, NXT, no limit.
All right.
Seven people.
Team 7, you said?
Yep.
Am I included?
You can be.
All right. I'll be the manager for this. I'll pick my dream team here for who's established. I'm going to go, of course, I got to go my boy AJ Styles. That's number 1. I'm going to go Kenny Omega, number 2. Let me get some of that Taker action, number 3. Taker in his prime, not the current day Taker. I don't want Boneyard Mark. Let me go Kenny Omega, number 4. No, I said Kenny. Let me go Okada, Okada, Styles, Taker. Let me go Will Ospreay. I'll throw you a curveball. Let me get Awesome Kong in that team, man. Big fan of Awesome Kong. Let's see what she can do. And of course, I got my badass, my talker. I'm going with Samoa Joe.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Zach?
Well, I'm glad you picked Kong. I will be a manager as well. I will be on the outside or on commentary doing Michael Cole's job for him. So I have a little mixed up too here. I got Wardlow in there. He's the big man.
Ooh.
I got Truth because if I get an opportunity to work with him, I'm working with him. And again, you can do like with Leon Ruff, you can turn him on a dime and make him have a good match.
Yeah.
I got the head of the table with me, Roman. I got this new Roman with me.
Oh man.
Io Shirai, she's coming in there. She's gonna wow. She's gonna do the high spots and just show off what she can do. I got Samoa Joe as well. He's Samoa Joe. You gotta have him.
Yeah.
I got Bianca Belair too, because while Truth can bring some comedy, Bianca can bring the sass and the smack talking, which is always a pleasure to hear on TV from her. And I honestly think she and Roman are like, I put them at the same strength value if this was a video game.
Yeah. She's the full package.
Yeah. And for a 7th, you said? I need a 7th?
Yep.
All right. We'd have a backstage segment and I would flip a coin between you two. One of you two. This would be your introduction because I feel the Survivor Series, the whole point of this to start out with was to showcase your talent and who's all on your roster. And I think that's why it doesn't work now, but it worked back in 1990 and when it first originated. So I'd have one of you two on there to get the shine.
Okay.
I dig that.
Yeah.
Yeah, even looking at that card you showed us from 1990, that was such a good, like they had an idea and they didn't just, it wasn't like a gimmick. It was a fully fleshed out idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Adam Cole, Finn Balor,
Baby.
AJ, just for that little Bullet Club. Leo's reunion. You know what? Kenny too, just for the hell of it. Damn, I didn't mean to go full Bullet Club. I think I will. I'm gonna have Cody too. So we got all, I think all the Bullet Club leaders besides Jay White.
Getting a short end of the stick.
Leon Ruff.
Hey.
Just because I wanted him in there from the beginning. And for the 7th, 7. Let's say I want it to be a woman. I want it to be someone. You know what? I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna say this person because for some reason he gets everything that he wants and I want in life. Otis.
Oh no!
So
Please.
so somehow, some way, he would get the win. He'd be the sole survivor.
Oh yeah.
I think that's run out for him.
Do some spots with him and Leon. Well, yeah, he's pretty much done because he and Tucker aren't even feuding, right? They're done.
Nope. Tucker,
No.
they're on 2 different shows.
He's creator wrestler.
Yeah, it's like Vince's fun ran out with him.
Does Tucker even have a theme song?
He came out to a Jobbers thing when he came
Oh,
out. So they just cut to him.
Oh my goodness, that poor he knows he's getting fired soon. It's gonna
Yeah, he's finished.
Yeah, but that's it. Let us know in the comments which team are you backing at Survivor Series. But with that, let's hit the main event. Zach, what you got for us in promo school?
All right, today in promo school, we're gonna celebrate the Undertaker again here, and so the whole kayfabe thing is dead, but he was like the man who just constantly kept going with his character. You didn't see Mark doing anything, right? It was just the Undertaker. Like, oh my God, the Undertaker was in Suburban Commando. Like, I didn't even notice him. Like, it was the Undertaker. It wasn't Mark Callis was in Suburban Commando. Just going up until like recently when he just started doing social media. This week he did Hot Ones. He also is in People magazine with Michelle McCool and their daughter. Like, I'm very happy for him now to just be able to do all these things. And I'm very like, he's a legend, not only for what he did in the ring, but for keeping kayfabe this whole time. Like, he was that legend, that gimmick. And for him to now be able to do the fun stuff, I'm really happy for him and looking forward to what he's got in the next, however many years.
Yeah.
So today I want to bring that in, what it would have been like if Undertaker broke kayfabe. So I'm going to have you guys cut Undertaker promos, but I want you to do it on like fun stuff. So Eric, you can do yours on whatever you want. Think about it. Just make it so it sound like really weird, the Undertaker doing a promo on this. And Knock, I'd like for you to review the PlayStation 5. Review it how you would, like the words you would say and like all that kind of stuff. But just sound like the Undertaker. I know it's gonna be a little rough on the voice, but so
good.
Go for as long as you want. Obviously not like, Hall of Fame speech Sherry or anything like that. But so yeah, if you want to do like 30 seconds, if you want to do 2 minutes, anywhere in between there, I think is good.
Gotcha. All right. Am I kicking it off?
Yeah, you're gonna start it off, and Eric, keep in the back of your mind whatever you want to do after.
All right. Let me roll the eyes back to the head. Last Thursday, the PS5 dropped, and it came to bury Microsoft. Spider-Man, God of War, The Last of Us, all in the palm of my hand. So when I tell you, this Sunday, when the sales come out, and the Xbox didn't chart, you will know that it will rest in peace.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool. So it's like, you can't picture the Undertaker sitting in this like dark ass room or cave or castle. Like, I don't know, like one of his like Ministry of Darkness minions or something. Taker, where have you been? I was waiting in line for the PS5. Look, I got it. Like, you can't picture the excitement level.
No.
Right.
Oh, man.
But now we get to see that kind of Taker, so that's cool. Good job, Knock.
Yeah, thank you.
Eric, think of something?
I did. Give me 1 second. I'm still stalling as I.
Okay. Sometimes they would use wrestlers back in the day, like Macho Man for Slim Jims. I think they used Warrior for Slim Jims, and it worked because they were always in character for it, and they kind of do that stuff now. But I mean, I don't know. Like, it was more believable back in the day because they were characters and they were wacky. So seeing like the Bushwhackers promote something is different than seeing like Sasha Banks promote Cricket Wireless.
Right. Okay, I think I got mine. This Sunday, when I'm done sending Kane to hell, I'm going to cozy up on my recliner, drink a barrel of souls, and watch as Pinkie Pie tries to reunite with Rainbow Dash. Because this new episode of My Little Pony will leave you resting in tears. Hold on, I'm looking up shit for My Little Pony. I couldn't find anything.
It's your search history, man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
FBI's like, he's doing this.
Yeah. He's like, what, from wrestling to My Little Pony? What's this guy's
Flag him. Flag him. That's good, man. Like that, especially too, when you see people do stuff, it's just odd to see what they're into nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we ever saw The Undertaker watching something like that, I mean, that gimmick is dead.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's finished.
Oh
man.
Yeah, good job. Yeah, and that's just the basic kind of thing. So if you are a character in wrestling, if either of you guys want to do something like that, just, you got to keep that in mind. Is there anyone that you can think of right now that should keep kayfabe like the Taker?
Bray.
Yeah. Maybe Darby. I don't know, man.
Oh yeah, I mean that's his life. I feel like that's just him.
Yeah.
Which kind of worries me a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah.
Especially after the divorce.
Yeah.
Apparently he like slept in his car before the last pay-per-view.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's trying to remind himself where he came from. So that's him.
Okay.
But
yeah, that's promo skull. Good job, you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good job hosting this week, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you kindly. All right, that's the show. Nothing else planned for today. Quick update on the giveaway. We are doing the final touches. We are closing in. I keep saying it. That's because we're trying to get perfect for you guys. We're trying to get every detail just right. Stick around. Our next pay-per-view on the cards is
might be Takeover.
Takeover, yeah.
It's my yeah. That'd be a good one.
That's the 6th. So.
Oh yeah, that's right around the corner. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, definitely predictions for that. The champ doesn't get 2 free days. That ain't happening.
Yeah, don't expect an easy run.
I'll defend my belt this time. Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what? If you lose this one, then I might just start giving you guys free days every title reign. Because Zach got free day, then he lost. If you lose this one, I'm just gonna give you guys breaks. Anything else to add before we go?
Just keep supporting the content. We appreciate it. Comment, like, all that good stuff. Tell your friends.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. And Zach, where can they find us?
They can catch us Thanksgiving Day, passing the turkey, passing the gravy. We're passing the yams. We're passing the greens. We're packing mac and cheese that only Eric can cook. Mac and cheese so good, Velveeta and Kraft are like, we need that secret. It's that damn good. We're passing all the goodies all the way to the head of the table, to Roman Reigns. Have a great Thanksgiving, everyone.
Peace out.